Hey everybody, I'm back. Been working on a lot of outlines for future YouTube videos over this past summer, so hopefully I'll be able to start uploading them quicker from here on out. But today's topic is one that I want to talk about just because I think it's really relevant with everything that's going on in your guys' lives. It's bringing in a lot of changes. So I want to just talk today about change in general. I mean, it's something we all go through and something that's inevitable, and some people like it, some people absolutely hate it. But whether you like it or not, it's still going to be something you have to deal with. And so I think people hate it so much because it takes you out of your comfort zone and separates you from everything you've ever known or felt comfortable with. So it's forcing you to grow and better yourself, and that's not always comfortable because many people like to find a comfortable rut and stay in it. I mean, holding on to things you know represents security and comfort, and then I know I've done that in the past too, and I've recognized that when I do that, I'm looking to my comfort zone for comfort and peace and security instead of placing my trust in God and looking to Him for comfort, peace, and security. And so I'm learning to recognize that, and I know that it doesn't matter where I'm at. I have the God who never changes on my side. So that's just something I want to throw out there for you guys. But change, it requires a lot of strength and courage. I mean, it's easier just to stay in your comfort zone because it's something you've been used to. But I want you to think about this and use this knowledge to your advantage. The first thing you do when you feel like you're getting out of your comfort zone is you immediately want to escape it. You want to escape any feeling or circumstance of change. And I think if you take time to actually think about it, you would recognize that that's true, because it's kind of just human nature that we like a predictable routine. We like to know what's coming. And if anything is thrown at us haphazardly or we're not expecting it, then we're totally caught off guard. And that's just not how we like things to go. But this acronym I really love. So each letter stands for something. It's GUTS, G-U-T-S, and I want you to get uncomfortable to succeed. I think that's so pivotal and so crucial, and something that a lot of people don't do, unfortunately. But when you are placed in that situation of feeling uncomfortable because you're dealing with change, that just shows that you're growing. It shows that you're being taken to a next level. But I want you to know that life begins at the end of your comfort zone. You're not going to experience life in its fullness in your comfort zone. You've got to venture out. And old ways won't open new doors, and great things rarely ever come from comfort zones. So I just challenge you to embrace the changes that you're going through, because I know so many of you are going through huge changes in your life right now. Whether you just graduated high school this past spring, you started college, maybe you started at a new college, maybe you started a new job, or got engaged, got married, had a baby, switched careers, did a huge move across the country, whatever it is. I mean, change, it impacts you in a lot of different ways, and it's something that each of us goes through in our lives, so many different stages. And I don't want you to feel stressed out about your change either, because it'll all end up being okay, and what feels so strange to you right now, that'll eventually become your normal. So if you just switched colleges, or if you just started college, or if you made a huge move, that new city, that new college may feel completely not like home right now, but just give it some time. Time is what it'll take, but it'll eventually start to feel a little more normal. And I understand that the transition times can be really confusing. Trust me, I've been there. You deal with so many emotions. I remember when I moved to Los Angeles, moving day, I had so many emotions going through my head that I had no idea even what to do. So I was so happy, so sad leaving my family, so confused, like what am I supposed to be feeling? And just know it's okay. It's okay to have all those emotions going through your head and in your heart. It can be a really confusing time going through transition phase. But you have to seek uncomfortable places if you want to see growth in your life. And I can guarantee you that most people watching this video right now, you're probably wanting to be the best version of yourself possible. I mean, you don't want to stay at the level you're at right now. I mean, you're going to college so you can get a great education and be the best version of yourself possible. If you just switch jobs, it's probably because it's a better job for you than you had before. And I mean, anything worthwhile is gonna be scary and exciting at the same time. And I want you to know that God didn't make us with the intention of us staying the same throughout our whole lives. Our God is really cool in that way. He allows us to experience life, and we are constantly being molded to look more like Him and to resemble His Son Jesus. But we go through so many changes in our lives, and that allows us to grow and move forward and progress. I mean, we're constantly growing in our faith. We are constantly learning to trust Him more and more. He's constantly refining our character, and change helps that come to pass. And, at one point or another in life, you'll encounter a lot of changes. You'll turn corners, and blessings will come upon you, challenges will come upon you. But change is inevitable, and I just want you to realize that that's a fact of life, and your life's not going to stay exactly how it is right now. So just learn to embrace that change, and never be afraid to try something new, because I think life gets really boring in your comfort zone. I don't want you to live the same life for 75 years each year and call it a life. Like, for 75 years, 85 years, 95 years, if you do the same thing over and over each year, that'd get really boring. So just learn to be accepting of change. And then also learn to be uncomfortable and embrace that. Learn to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And don't try to resist the changes that are coming your way. Don't worry if your life feels like it's turning upside down with all this change being rolled at you. Because how do you know if that side that you're used to is better than the side that's yet to come? And nothing will change in your life if you keep doing what you've been doing. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten. So the fact that you made this change, or that you're embracing it and stepping through this new door, just shows that you're open to new possibilities, new opportunities. So that's really exciting. And when one door closes, another opens. But also, this is something I've learned about all of us here on earth, is that lots of times we'll look back at the door that closed, and all of our focus and attention will go on that, and we won't be focused and attentive to this new door that's opening. And lots of times we look back because we're so comfortable to how things used to be that we're just not accepting and excited for this new opportunity, because it's scary and it's the unknown that we're afraid of. So I just challenge you to, even though you can desperately miss the things in your past, like if you just started college, you can definitely miss your family and friends back home, all the memories you made, but just also make sure your attention is on this new door of opportunity that's opening, because you're going to meet new friends, have new opportunities, and that's just something that's awesome and so exciting. And you won't be excited, and your eyes won't be open to everything that can happen if you're constantly looking back. And you may feel like you're at a point in your life where you feel like your whole life is falling apart, but also strangely coming together at the same time. And that's normal. I just want you to know that's normal. When I moved to LA, on moving day, I was like, my whole world, everything I've ever known is kind of like crumbling to pieces. Like, I know everyone will still be back here. It's just going to be different, you know? And so, also, I knew at the same time that everything was falling into place because I'd always wanted to move to Los Angeles and pursue modeling/acting career, and it was everything that I ever dreamed of coming to fruition. So I felt like it was falling apart, but also falling into place at the same time. And you may be feeling that exact same way, because you may have graduated high school and felt like you had your life planned out, figured out, and then you moved to college, and it's like, oh my gosh, like I had no idea all of this was in store. I didn't know what to expect. And now I bet you're realizing that you're extremely capable, and even more capable than you thought you were. So just keep pressing on. I encourage you to keep pressing on and doing what you're doing. Because something I've also learned is that no matter where you're at in the world, God's with you no matter where you are. He's the one thing that never changes. And even when so many things in this world are constantly changing, He never changes. He's your rock solid foundation. He's your anchor. And I want you to know God is for you. He has great plans for you, a great purpose for you. He loves you, for one. He doesn't want you to be stressed and worried. He's in control. He thinks thoughts of peace towards you. And I want you to remember Hebrews 13:8. It says, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. If that's not comforting, I don't know what is. So, I mean, with all the changes you're going through, maybe graduated school, maybe got engaged, had a baby, started a new career, made a huge move, whatever it is, God's the same. He's there for you. He's rooting you on. He's cheering you on. He's there to be that shoulder to lean on. He's going to help you through it. Just trust Him. And then Joshua 1:9 says, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Malachi 3:6 says, I, the Lord, do not change. And Jeremiah 29:11 says, for I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you hope and a future. So I just want you to think on all of that. Embrace this new change that you're going through and realize that you're going to make it. You'll be just fine. People have gone through this exact same change that you're dealing with. And there are people out there that would love to help you and give you wisdom and advice. And I just hope that this video gave you some encouragement to keep pressing on and to give it some time, because change takes time to get accustomed to. But I'm proud of you guys for embracing change, because with change comes great opportunities. So I hope this encouraged you guys. Have a good night. Love ya.